So in this video, I'm gonna break down how to stay consistent and why you really do not need motivation to get you results. So let's talk about motivation, because one of the number one things that people will say to me all the time is, Jen, I am not motivated like you. So this is the biggest misconception, is they think I'm like super motivated to live this lifestyle, but that couldn't be further from the truth. So when women come to me and they're like, I need motivation, I need to know how to stay on track, they're really surprised kind of at what I tell them. Motivation isn't the answer to everything that you think it is. Motivation is fleeting. It's like there some days, it's not there some days. I'm not always motivated to do the things that I do. So you cannot rely on motivation. If you did, you would be stuck. And this is why you're stuck, because you're relying on motivation to get started or to continue on your journeys. But the secret is, the magic you're looking for is probably in the work that you're avoiding. So let's be honest, how many times have you started something because you were super motivated? You started a new workout, you started eating healthier, you started to go to bed earlier, you started to stop drinking wine at night. You set these big goals, but then over time, the progress got slower, you lost your motivation, and then you completely stopped. This is why most people never get the results that they're looking for. This is why if you rely only on motivation, you're never going to get the results that you're looking for. You're never going to become the person that you want to become. You're never going to look how you want to look. You're never going to feel the best that you want to feel if you're relying solely on motivation. So if you truly want to change your life, you have to change your ways, and you have to change from thinking that you need to be motivated to start thinking more about discipline. Motivation is a feeling and discipline is an action. So motivation is emotional. It relies on how you feel in the moment, and sometimes you just don't feel like it. But discipline is an action. So you're going to do an action regardless of how you feel. You have to take your emotion out of it. So this is why it's going to work for you, because you may not feel like working out, but you're going to do it anyway. You may not feel like always making the right choice in your food, but you're going to do it anyway. It's an action that you're taking. Every time you follow through on something that you don't want to do, it's building your confidence and it's building momentum. And every time you follow through, you're reinforcing the person that you are becoming. You're saying to yourself, I am someone who shows up for myself. I am someone who gets it done. A lot of times when I say people need to be more disciplined, their mind kind of shuts off because they're like, I'm not disciplined, I can't do it. And already that's part of our problem with as women. We divert to that like negative mindset. So if you watch my video, you should watch my video in this series about the 5 lines that I say to myself every morning. It really helps to reprogram your mind, reprogram your day, start your day off really in the right way, so you don't have a lot of these, negative self-talk or limiting beliefs. But when I'm talking about discipline, it's really just the small actions that start to make the bigger changes. I'm all about small actions, not making big changes, because I want these to be built into your life, built around your life, not make some huge overhaul of something that's not going to be really realistic for you in your life. So I love to work with women and work with the things that they're already doing and just slightly modifying their diets, the way that they move their bodies, their workouts, whatever it is. Slow, consistent change is what's going to win the race. It's not fast actions, because we've done that before. We've gone all in, it doesn't work. So small, consistent changes, small amounts of discipline built in throughout your day is only going to make you a stronger, healthier version of yourself. So it's small things, the 10 with Jen, 10-minute workouts, 10-minute meals, 10-minute, self-care routines built into your day, but consistently built into your day. So as you begin to do these small things daily, they become a habit, and then they just become part of who you are. So I'm not motivated to always go to the gym, but now I've been doing it for so long, or even work out at home. I don't always go to the gym, but I have built into my life the discipline to work out because I want to be the healthiest, strongest version of myself. So it's just second nature. It's a non-negotiable. If you didn't see that video on non-negotiables, you should watch that as well, because that will help you to help figure out what your non-negotiables are. But working out or taking care of my body or just some type of movement pretty much every single day is one of my non-negotiables. So It's part of my daily discipline, but it took time to get there through baby steps, little by little. Not always gonna win every single day, but it's the choices that you make that are gonna help form this person that you want to become. So I always say the real magic is in the work that you're avoiding. So think about it. In all the things that you're avoiding, this is where you're going to make the biggest strides. So say you're avoiding meal prepping because you feel like it's too much work. So I would challenge you then to let's figure out how we can build simple meal prepping into one of your days. So once you get that done, you realize it wasn't that big of a deal. It's not so overwhelming. And you do those things little by little. You don't feel like working out, so you don't work out. So we're gonna change it. Doesn't matter how you feel. You're just going to do it. Just 5 minutes, once a day, get up early, do a little 5 minutes, whatever it is. But you're going to do it regardless of how you feel. So remember, the work you're avoiding, that's where the magic is. And the uncomfortable truth is that if you want something different, you have to make changes. If you don't change anything, nothing changes, right? So you have to commit to start for little changes. Little changes over time is what's going to help you look and feel your best. And the other thing that's really important is how bad do you want it? Because if you want something bad enough, you will figure out a way to get it done. So how badly do you want it? If you didn't watch the video in the series on what is your why, you should really watch that because that will help you in your journeys as well when you are having days where you're struggling. But don't rely on emotions, don't rely on motivation, just rely on doing one thing every day, start your discipline, and then this is how you lead a more disciplined life. This is how I look the way I look. This is how I live the life that I live. It has been through small changes throughout years and years. It wasn't one day I was just like woke up and looked like this. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes me wanting to do it, and it does not take motivation. So I would love to know in the comments below, what is one thing that you are going to start taking action on, regardless of how you feel, to start to become the person that you want to become. If you're on this 30-day journey with me, I'm so happy that you're here, and I will see you tomorrow.